Okay, Jimmy O from JoBlo. How are you fellas doing today?
Doing
Doing
pretty
good. How
good,
you doing?
Jimmy.
So, Cameron, I'm going to start with you. You have an interesting role in this whole series. How did you approach this character? Because oftentimes the best friend
Yeah.
gets kind of washed aside, but this is a real. There's some real chemistry between the three of you. How did this? How did you guys grow this and find this kind of connection?
That's a great question. A lot of it was really just organic through talking with Lauren and then also just hanging out with Olivia and Jesse. And it's been really, they made it really easy, honestly, to kind of just come in and work with them. But yeah, it's a lot of it's just organic talking and hanging out and getting to know one another so that when you're on screen, those relationships feel real because in reality they are real, you know?
Mhm. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
with Ray, I gotta say, I mean, I've seen you started out, you had a great career as a kid, and now you're kind of coming back, and this is exciting. It's like, and you're really good at this role. You play a really, it's a lot, it's a hard to play a douche and not, make him likable. And this is a
Yeah.
really good role for you. How did you get involved?
I mean, just auditioning, this pilot was floating around and I just worked with my teacher, Ivana Chubik, and we just worked on it and we did the callback together. And it was one of those things like for the callback, I was going on my ways to get to the audition and my phone died. And I didn't know where to go. So I was like freaking out, trying to charge my phone. And I was like, I ended up being like 15 minutes late to like the biggest callback of my life at that point. And I was like, just don't apologize. Don't apologize. That Ray would not apologize for being 15 minutes late to like a huge callback. So I just went in and I didn't say anything.
I
So
think
it was,
everyone watching just said, "Oh my god, I've been there."
yeah, it was the worst. I was like, I was freaking out and then I was like, just fuck it. Fuck them. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, clearly you did well. You
Yeah.
know. Now, working with Lauren, I gotta say, it must be kind of refreshing to work with the creator. Who this is her. This is everything here is her vision. What was that like for both of you? I guess I got Ray. You're on my screen, so I'm gonna start with you.
Uh, you know, look, I like the character Ray changed a bit from the book to the TV show, which I'm grateful for an opportunity for like a more complex character, which was
Hmm.
fun. She was joking around earlier of like everyone has a great character arc except for Ray. He's just a dick. And so I'm glad that like it was kind of a challenge to like I sort of know where the show was going, and it's like, well, you got to be kind of likable, like you got to be kind of redeemable here, So it was interesting working from that point of view, but like I was just grateful for the opportunity. I was grateful to go to Texas. I mean, it was a fucking blast, and you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Cameron, say I guess the same question for you. How was your experience with Lauren? And you're not quite as much of a dick, but hey, Ray, you're good at that. You're very good at being a dick.
thank you. I appreciate it.
It was honestly very refreshing. I come from a theater background. I went to school at USC and studied drama. And a lot of the writers that we worked with there, they're not alive anymore. So there's a lot of opinions on how to do a certain scene or portray or approach something. But when you have the writer like on there on set with you and you can talk to Lauren, or I remember over one of our breaks we had like an hour long conversation just about Bishop and my relationship with my family and the other characters in the town. And it was just really refreshing to have that sort of security and freedom to kind of build and learn from her, but also like work with her. It was really cool, really
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I always appreciate about genre, especially, is that you can kind of take very real situations, and obviously, this is a story about getting out, needing to get out of this your hometown and find your own path. Did you either of you find kind of a relation to that? Not necessarily with your characters, but maybe another character. Did you kind of connect to that? You went to USC, so you're kind of here in a big town, but did you feel that at all? Like a connection to any of the other characters?
Yeah, most definitely. That's something that like I feel a lot of teenagers, at least from where I'm from and how I lived and grew up, that's kind of something that we all kind of experienced, just being from like a small, nobody knows about this place kind of town.
Mm-hmm.
Wanting to get out and see more is very attractive to you at a very young age. So I definitely identified with, in some ways, all of the characters, and
Mm.
definitely Bishop in that sense.
Ray, you didn't invite. You don't connect to this guy at all. Who do you connect to?
No, like I was gonna say, I think the thing that's interesting is, I think part of the thing about the human drama is everybody wants to get out of their circumstance.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters what it is. It's always that idea of there's something better, So I definitely identified with that experience. And like, honestly, the show in general was like a really nice getting out for me. I grew up in LA my whole life, and to be able to go to Texas and to be able to hang out around completely new people was totally life changing, and I'm just grateful for the experience for sure.
Well, it was great talking to you guys. We got to wrap it up, but thank you very much and good job, both of you.
Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it, brother.
No, same guys. Same. Thanks for talking.
Yeah.